Peace to everybody. This story is about Jussie Smollett's brother, JoJo, calls Chicago police investigation unjust in op-ed. And as you can see here in the pictures, Jussie Smollett, an actor from Empire that comes on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Fox 29. Jussie Smollett's older brother, JoJo Smollett, thinks the Empire actor received unjust treatment by the Chicago Police Department. In an op-ed titled, "What if Jussie is telling the truth?" which was published Saturday by BET, JoJo said his brother has been forced to endure attacks to his character because of the case. So, yeah, JoJo is asking what if he is telling the truth. And of course, with the Chicago Tribune, they twist words around to lie on people. And I'm telling you right now, Chicago is definitely a corrupt city. There is no such thing as good cops out there because they lie on the police reports saying, oh, this person did that and that, or try to come after me, this and that. And they're lying on their police report daily, and because they want to move up the ranks. And of course, with the published by BET, JoJo also said that his brother has been forced to endure attacks. His life has been turned upside down as my family and I have witnessed him endure unrelenting attacks to his character and reputation. JoJo writes, like so many others, this entire process quickly devolved from a focus on him as a victim of assault to him being falsely accused and held responsible for a crime that was perpetrated against him. To define this experience as unjust would be an understatement. Yeah, so the unjust is an understatement, but you know what? But with the Chicago police and Rahm Emanuel, the former mayor of Chicago, they're accusing him, saying that he staged his own attack. And that's not true because, with these Chicago police departments, yeah, I think they all need to go sit somewhere and hush up and take Rahm Emanuel with them. Make him go sit down somewhere and shut up as well. Because, if Jussie's telling the truth and the police don't believe him because they're saying, oh, well, he staged his attack. He paid such and such this amount of money. Come on, really? Eddie Johnson, who's the superintendent for the Chicago Police Department, really got some nerve accusing him of that, of something that Jussie Smollett has not even done. He goes on to blast CPD for leaks about the investigation and members of the media for reporting on them. Yeah, so, he goes on blast for the CPD for leaks, and of course, the members of the media, they just continue lying along the way because none of it's true what they're saying. I don't believe that Eddie Johnson, and I definitely don't believe the former mayor Rahm Emanuel. After several leaks from unnamed police sources, and despite a long history of wrongful accusations from the Chicago Police Department, many in the media accepted these unconfirmed reports as fact. He states, the numerous police leaks which prompted an international Chicago police investigation convicted Jussie in the court of public opinion before he even entered a courtroom. Yeah, so they just judging him right away. Oh, he got 16 counts of disorderly conduct, which I find that a little strange because that's just way too much. And of course, the Chicago, they want Jussie to pay back the $130,000 plus another $130,000. So altogether, they want $390,000 out of him. And I know Jussie's not going to pay the one red penny because, these numerous leaks from the police, where have they been getting their info from? Just to come to think of it, I, that's why the mainstream media, don't trust them. They lie too much. And of course, and as long as I keep exposing what these lies are, there is no way that anybody's going to believe them after. The case began when Smollett told officers he was assaulted on January 29th by two masked men as they shouted racist and homophobic slurs. So Jussie reported the incident on January 29th and about two people in masks that attacked him. And so the police did investigate. So the investigators investigate. And, yeah, and then of course they're going to come out and say, oh, well, Jussie's been lying. No, because you in Chicago are twisting words around that are not true. The actor, who is African American and gay, claimed the attackers wrapped a noose around his neck, doused him with a chemical, and shouted, "This is MAGA country." Police later said Smollett paid brothers Ola and Abel Osandaro to stage the attack as he angled to get a pay raise on Empire. Well, come on. Why would Jussie Smollett do something like that? Come on. And Eddie Johnson is coming out saying, oh, well, he staged his own attack. He put the noose around his own neck. He poured the bleach on himself. He paid the Osandaro brothers $3,500. Come on, that's a bull crap lie right there. JoJo, who runs a nonprofit that helps developmentally disabled people prepare for the workforce, rails against the brothers. So JoJo is definitely he helps disabled people prepare for the workforce, and I think that is a wonderful thing that JoJo is doing. And I didn't even know Jussie Smollett had a brother named JoJo. So when Kim Fox was texting and emailing one of Jussie Smollett's family member, I'm not sure if it was JoJo or whoever else that she was texting back and forth with not one inkling of solid evidence. Many believe the false witness testimony from two suspects who turned into witnesses even though they lacked standard credibility, he writes. It was underreported that one of the witnesses had previously been arrested for attempted murder, ending with a plea deal of aggravated battery, or that the brothers repeatedly expressed homophobia on their social media in the past. Whoa, I didn't even think it would go that far, but it went that far. Alright, so yeah, there was witnesses. Now they're saying that it's not credibility, it's a lack of credibility. Jussie's been telling the truth the whole time, and of course, like I said, the Chicago Tribune, they lie. The mainstream media lies. Whatever other news outlets, they lie, because they're all saying, well, Jussie did this, Jussie did that. No, you cannot believe the mainstream media. Don't believe the Chicago Tribune whatsoever, because you know what? They're all criminals or insane, just like anybody else is with these news outlets. Smollett was arrested and charged with 16 counts of allegedly filing a false police report. He pleaded not guilty, yet in a surprise move on March 26th, The Cook County State's Attorney's Office dropped the charges after he agreed to forfeit his $10,000 bail and perform community service. So yeah, well, now we know that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, they're getting the heat because the charges were dropped against Jussie. And of course, that they're just mad because of what they have done. And Kim Fox, she's definitely taking the heat too, but I doubt very much that anything's ever going to happen to Jussie about having the charges dropped here. I mean, well, the charges are dropped, but also his records have been sealed, so nobody can get into them. And of course, the only way for the records to be unsealed, he would have to give permission. So, and he forfeited his $10,000 bond, and Jussie did 2 days worth of community service. So Chicago, they're not happy with the $10,000. What if why even bother going after him? While the case was dismissed, the twists and turns have continued. The city of Chicago is now suing the actor in civil court to recover more than $130,000 it says was spent on police overtime hours investigating the case. So yeah, the Chicago, they're so full of crap. They're going to try and sue Jussie Smollett for that amount of money. And I know Jussie Smollett is not going to pay that kind of money because Jussie has done nothing wrong. Prosecutors are also under fire for their decision to let Smollett walk away. So now the prosecutors are mad because Jussie is walking away from it. And, who cares what the prosecutors want? And that Jussie walked away from it. He's not going to get charged with anything. He's just want to live his life the way he wants to live and not deal with this. State's Attorney Kim Fox has said the decision to drop the charges was something that is frequently done by her office. She also hinted that criticism of the action may be racially motivated. So now Kim Fox is saying is definitely under fire for everything, but she's got better things to do than to deal with this case. And she is saying that it was done frequently by her office of the charges being dropped. While she recused herself in February, text messages and emails released earlier this week show Fox continued to offer input on the case. In one text, she complained that the charges against washed-up celeb Smollett were too harsh compared to the sexual abuse charges against R&B singer R. Kelly. So yeah, I think this is going a little too far, but with Kim Fox, I'm not sure who she was texting with. Like I said, it could be JoJo Smollett or one of the other family members. I don't know. So whichever one of the family members she was texting with, she had to recuse herself. So this way she wouldn't be caught up in anything. Pedophile with 4 victims, 10 counts, washed up celeb who lied to cops, 16, she said, on a case eligible for deferred prosecution. I think it's indicative of something we should be looking at generally. Just because we can charge something doesn't mean we should. 2 weeks later, the charges against Smollett were dropped. Yeah, so yeah, after all those 16 counts of aggravated making false police reports, doing this and doing that. I mean, how could Kim Fox and even call him a washed up celebrity First of all, Jussie Smollett is not washed up. He is a wonderful actor. I love his music, and he almost sounds like Usher. Not really. I mean, not he's not like Usher, but he's close to it. If you listen to his music, he has definitely got a voice that you would fall in love with. And of course, we know with R&B singer R. Kelly, 10 counts, yeah, 4 victims, 3 were under the age of 17. And, it's just the two are totally different cases. And of course, Jussie's cases has been dismissed, where, in other words, charges dropped, records are sealed. It takes 7 to 8 months to get his charges expunged. So that's gonna take a little time right there for that. Leave your comments below. I am out.